Spirit team, what subject are we covering this week? Can a painting be haunted by the spirit of a small boy, or can it be so cursed it causes houses to burn down around it? Well, back in the 1980s, a huge number of Brits believed it. Terrified that a rather tacky painting known as The Crying Boy was cursed, they ripped it off the walls of their homes. Thousands of the paintings which were mass-produced were destroyed in a mass bonfire. There also appears to be several different versions of this painting. I remember as a child visiting a great aunt and noticing this painting on her wall. Even as a small child it captured my attention, so I wanted to ask my spirit team some questions to try and find out what exactly is going on with this painting. The Crying Boy painting, does it really have a curse attached to it, or is it haunted? The painting, along with other similar ones of children crying, was done by an Italian artist, Bruno Amadeo, under the name Giovanni Bragolin. The prints were mass-produced and widely sold throughout the UK. On September 4th, 1985, British tabloid newspaper The Sun published a story about a couple, Ron and May Hall, whose house had burnt down due to a fire which started in a chip pan. The painting of the crying boy remained untouched, while all around it was charred ruins. The couple blamed the fire on the painting. A fire station officer, Alan Wilkinson, said he knew of numerous other cases where the same painting was the only object in a house to survive a fire unscathed. A photo accompanying the story showed the crying boy and the caption read, "Tears for Fears, the portrait that firemen claim is cursed." But no fireman had actually used the word cursed, but a legend was born. Or perhaps it started off as a coincidence. The painting survived a fire, rumours spread and hysteria ensued. Is that what really happened? How did the painting survive several house fires? The next day, The Sun ran a follow-up saying that they'd been flooded by calls from horrified readers. Dora Mann said her house burnt down just 6 months after she bought the painting. All of my paintings were destroyed, except the one of the crying boy. Another reader said her son had caught his private parts on a hook just after she bought the crying boy. And a third claimed that her husband and 3 sons had all died since she bought it in 1959. The Sun, thrilled by the success of their story, offered to take the cursed paintings off people's hands. Soon, their offices were stacked with 2,500 prints of this painting, and they were eventually burnt in a gigantic bonfire. A person claimed her husband and 3 sons died after she bought the painting. Did the painting have anything to do with that, or was it just a coincidence? But rumours about the painting refused to die. A story spread that the crying boy was a Spanish street urchin called Don Bonillo, whose parents had died in a fire. No one wanted to take him in, because wherever he stayed, fires would start. An artist painted him, but then the artist's studio was destroyed by fire. Years later, an unidentified body was found inside the charred ruins of a car. The name on the driver's license was Don Bonillo. No one has been able to find the evidence of any truth to this story. Was the boy in the crying boy painting really a Spanish street urchin named Don Bonillo? Did fires really start wherever Don Bonillo stayed, and how were the fires started? What about the story that an unidentified body was found inside the charred ruins of a car? The name on the driver's license was Don Bonillo. Is there any truth to this? In 2010, a BBC radio presenter and comedian, Steve Punt, attempted to burn the crying boy on his show, Punt PI. The attempt was filmed and put on YouTube. Punt set fire to the painting, but the flames wouldn't spread. He concluded that the painting was covered in some kind of fire-retardant coating, which would explain a lot. Punt finished the show by saying he would leave the painting on his porch. "I'm not taking any chances. Would you?" he asked. Was it true the paintings wouldn't catch fire and be destroyed because it had fire retardant added to it? Is there anything else you can tell us about this crying boy painting? Even today, people still believe in the curse of the crying boy. Dr. David Clark from Sheffield Hallam University wrote an article about the legend just a few years ago. He was flooded with emails from people who begged him to take the painting off their hands. So is this painting cursed? You decide.